Girls, in this video, we are going to see what are the functions of modern states. Functions of modern state. As I said, the modern state is a welfare state. It has to take care of the people in the society. So, it has a great role to ensure the stability both internal and external, isn't it? And also conserving the resources for the development, sustainable development. The main function of the modern state is defense. The first and foremost or primary chief. What is the first function of a modern state? Defense. Because the government has to protect the people both internal and external, isn't it? We have heard about the BSF. The government is spending lot of amount for the defense to protect India from the enemies, from the neighboring countries' enemies. So it is spending more money to protect the people from the external enemies and also the internal disputes. And it has to maintain, isn't it? For maintaining the protecting the people from the enemies, the government has to maintain proper military forces. The soldiers, the army, isn't it? Not only the army, navy, and also the air force. All the things should be maintained with adequate officers. So, the first and foremost function of a modern state is defense. And the second one is judicial. Second one is judiciary. So, giving justice. In front of the law, all the people are equal. We already studied. So, the government has to treat the people equally and it has to give justice to all the people in an equal manner. There should be no partiality. Either the person, one who has committed the mistake, is a politician or a normal people, whatever it may be, the justice should be fair. Isn't it? That is called justice. So, it has to provide adequate judicial structure. So, not only we are having courts in almost all the headquarters of the districts, isn't it? So, it has to maintain the law and order should be maintained by the court. It has to render the service, judicial service to all the people. Third one, enterprise. The regulation and control of the private enterprises fall under the control of government. So it has to control the ownership of certain enterprises and operating them successfully or the responsible. Some of them, companies are owned by private. Though the ownership is private, the government has to control them. There should be a control, isn't it? We should not allow all the people to do act as they like. So whatever it may be, though there are private ownerships, the government has to control to some extent. And the fourth one is social welfare. That is its prime motive of a welfare state. I already told you the modern state is welfare state. The prime motive of the modern state is social welfare. So to maintain the social welfare, it has to provide, isn't it, education, health, everything the government has to take care. And it should ensure that all the people are availing the things which are given by the government. Education, health, sanitation, insurance. Why such things are given by the government? For the betterment of the society. The government is providing all the facilities for the betterment of the society. So the modern state is welfare state. Infrastructure. The next one is infrastructure. The government has to maintain the infrastructure for the economic development, isn't it? As a part of urbanization and economic development, there should be a structural changes. So it has to build the infrastructure. States have to build the base for the economic development, and it has to create the social economic infrastructure for the betterment of the economy. And then macro economic policy. So the government has to administer the fiscal policy and also the monetary policy. I already told you, fiscal we talk about the finance, monetary we talk about the money. Both are seems to be same, but there is a difference, isn't it? Money we talked about only the how the money is circulation, the currency, the evaluation of money and other things. In the fiscal policy, we studied about the expenditure, revenue and other things. So the government has to maintain both fiscal and the monetary policy to take the path towards the economic development. And the seventh one, social justice. What do you mean by this? Social justice. It is nothing but during the process of the economic development, certain section of the society gain at the cost of others, isn't it? While they are doing business and while they wanted to develop themselves, they will stab some others. அடுத்தவங்களை அடிச்சு தள்ளி மிதிச்சிட்டு மேலே வரணும்னு நினைப்பாங்க இல்லையா? To improve their standard of life. So the government has to take care of the social justice. It needs to intervene with fiscal measures to redistribute income. They should not allow a particular society or particular people should go on increasing their income. They should not allow. There should be some restriction. So the income should be distributed among the society, among the people in an equal manner. Not only the money, not only the whatever it may be, the government, whatever it is doing, it should be fair with the people. And the last one, control of monopoly. I already told you what is monopoly. Monopoly and oligopoly, last lesson I told you. What do you mean monopoly? Monopoly means only one seller, isn't it? He will be the price taker. Sarvadhigaram, Ekadhipatyam, these are the words you heard in history, isn't it? So only one seller. He decides the price. He determines the supply of the goods. Either the supply or the price he can determine. So government should control the monopoly. If a person is going on increasing his wealth, he is stabbing others, he he is controlling others, he comes over others. The government has to control. They should not allow any individual or any firm should develop by their own without any restriction. The government has to intervene and it has to do some rules and regulations to contact the economic power, isn't it? If they go on increasing their wealth, they will become the power. They will get the power. They started controlling others. Justice will not be there. There should be no equal distribution. So at that time, the government has to intervene and it has to control the monopoly. So these are the functions of altogether modern state. We can come to the control of three rules. The government has to play three kinds of role. That is, producer of goods and services, supplier of public goods and social goods, regulator of the system. So the three kinds of role the government has to play as a function to its states. Do you understand, girls? And the next one we are going to study the public expenditure. First we are going to study about expenditure. In the fiscal policy I told we are going to study about the 5 subdivisions and the first one is public expenditure. What do you mean by public expenditure? It refers to the government spending, isn't it? Spending money, government spending. Not only the government means both the central and the state. So the money spending by the central government and the state government and also the local governments. It all comes under the government spending. The government spending is called public expenditure. And then definitions they have given. The expenditure incurred by the public authorities like central, state and local governments to satisfy the collective social wants of people. Why the government is spending money? It spends money to satisfy the wants of, collective wants of. To satisfy collective wants of society. Not only for individual, the wants of all the people is called the collective wants of society, of the people. So the government is spending to satisfy the collective wants of the society. And based on their expenditure, we can classify into two types. One is classification on the basis of benefits. And other one, functions. We can classify the public expenditure on the basis of benefits and function. What are the benefits? First one is benefiting the entire society, the whole society. Entire means complete, whole society. The government is spending money for the benefits of the society, entire society. If the government is spending money, the entire society will be benefited. All the people will be benefited. And the expenditure on general administration. which is spending on general administration. Under this, we can see the example spending for defense, military, all these things comes under this general administration. For the benefit of the society, entire society, it spends money on general administration. Example, defense, education, transport and other things. And second one, the public expenditure conferring a special benefit on certain people. At the same time, common benefit of the entire community. Sometimes it spend money for a particular society or particular community, but it will be benefited to the society. What are they? It spent for a particular community, but it brings benefit to the society. That is administration of justice. There is a particular special benefits of certain people, isn't it? Only the people, those who are approaching the government court, they are getting the judgment. But sometimes the judgment helps the entire society. For example, now they have set a law for equal rights for women. POCSO, isn't it? A girl, a small child or small girl children, those who are affected, those who are harassed by the men in the society. A case filed and the government gave the judgment. The court gave the judgment that the person, those who are abolishing the women, girl children, should be arrested under the POCSO Act. So, they gave the judgment for a particular person or a particular case. But now, entire the society is benefited by the law, by the judgment. So, that is another benefits. And the third one, public expenditure directly benefiting particular group of person, indirectly society. Particular, that also, particular to group, indirect, indirectly to the society. What are they? Sometimes the government spend expenditure to a particular group directly, but indirectly it benefited the society. For example, social security, public welfare, isn't it? Pension, unemployment, they are giving to a particular group of people. Directly they are paying the pension. But the people in the society, indirectly the people in the society, they are getting the benefit. And the fourth one, conferring a special benefit on some individual. Fourth one, individual benefit. Government spending to some individual. They are individually benefited. For example, unemployment scheme. Subsidies for a particular industries. Subsidies for industries. That particular industries will benefited. Particular individual, particular person will be benefited. So these are the classification on the basis of benefits. On the basis of function, we have only three. Protection function. First one is protection. Second one is commercial. And the third one is development. So on the basis of benefits we learned 4. On the basis of function we have 3. So for the protection function, the group includes public expenditure incurred on the security of the citizens to protect from external invasion and internal disorder. That is, here also we are having defense, military, air force and other things. Commercial development for the trade and commerce. Commercial benefit, trade and commerce, transport, isn't it? Trade, transport, all other things, communication. These comes under the commercial function. So the government do expenditure to protect the country from the external and also from the internal. For the commercial development, the government is spending money on transport, communication and other things. For the development and infrastructure of the industries, particularly the government is starting an industry, making infrastructure, building dams and other things. Those comes under the development function. So these are the classification of public expenditure under benefits and functions. Do you understand, girls? In the next class, we will see what are the causes for the increase in government expenditure. Why the government expenditure has been increased nowadays. What are all the reasons for the increase in the government expenditure? We will see in the next class. Thank you, girls.